He was a monster, with a physical composition that seemed almost engineered in a lab. Mark Kerr was born from pain, discipline, and a hunger that bordered on madness. Before MMA existed as we know it, he was already destroying giants in collegiate wrestling. A perfect athlete, fast, technical, indestructible. His body was a machine, and his mind, a fortress, or so it seemed. When Vale Tudo began to spread across the world, he entered the circuit with a silent promise, to prove that human strength could still be divine. In Pride in the UFC, Mark Kerr became the smashing machine. But before that, in Brazil, he had already earned the name a máquina de bater, the hitting machine, a name that described exactly what he did. Men left the ring broken, disfigured, terrified, and everyone said the same thing. He's unstoppable, but the gods always prepare someone to remind us that no one is unstoppable, not even a titan. Behind that sculpted physique, something was rotting from within. The calm, polite man, who was also brutally violent toward his opponents, had problems, injuries, pain, fractures hidden beneath the skin, and with them came the pills. Opioids entered Mark's life as a promise of relief, but soon became his sentence. Each fight demanded more strength, more training, more pain, and more drugs. The same body that made him a champion began to betray him. The champion started to fade, giving way to addiction that slowly consumed the man. The same cameras that once glorified him now followed in silence, revealing the true weight of what it means to be invincible. The world applauded the machine, but Mark Kerr was dying slowly inside it. Addiction consumed him completely. He trained high, fought high, lived high. And when the effect wore off, the pain came back even stronger. He lost friends, he lost control, and nearly lost his life. In 2002, HBO's documentary, The Smashing Machine, showed the world what he had tried to hide. No filters, no makeup, just raw truth. The champion was in pieces. Scenes showed Mark crying, trembling, begging for help. It was a brutal portrait of a man destroyed from the inside. He became a symbol, not of glory, but of its cost. Years later, Hollywood wanted to tell his story. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson decided to portray Mark Kerr in a film titled The Smashing Machine. But this wasn't a story about heroes. It was a mirror. The project revealed that behind the muscles and medals was a man lost within his own strength, a giant who no longer knew who he was, without pain, without fighting, without drugs. Mark Kerr became a legend, but not for his victories, rather for the brutal truth he carried, that no man can play God for too long. Today, when people speak of Mark Kerr, few remember his triumphs. What remains is the shadow. The portrait of a man who had it all, strength, fame, respect, and lost it all to the same monster that made him great, his own body. He survived, but he was never the same. He lived to see the world move forward, while his own stood still. Addiction, pain, and silence. Those were the final judges. Mark Kerr wasn't defeated in the ring. He was defeated by the illusion that he could overcome his own nature. And perhaps that's the darkest truth in sports. The greatest warriors don't fall to other men, they fall to themselves. Mark Kerr, the smashing machine, the man who crushed the world and was crushed by his own body.